Also, if you'd like to help stop all this madness right now, well, years have been put in by an uncountable amount of individuals working together to investigate all of reality itself for you. And I have summarized those investigations and operations in one investigation operation that I call many different things. We can call it Reality Exposed or Reality Revealed. Facebook.com/Reality Revealed will lead you to all that. And to another thing, a 8-page Truth Leaks power flyer that'll lead you to everything summarized for you with a public service announcement, many messages exposing and proving ongoing crimes and devilry, pure evil, and threats to national security, international security, galactic and intergalactic and all, whatever. Yeah, if that's even real. All of our safety and security, beyond all their corporations, beyond all their hierarchical structures of power and control, beyond all their satanic deceptions, all their Luciferian establishment, and all that Antichrist stuff, okay? And their false Christ making, everybody go for their false Christ or be an Antichrist or go for their Antichrist or be, lumped up in there and, doing all these, rigged catch-22s and damned if you don't, damned if you do scenarios, right? Because they just want your souls. They just want to make it look pretty, still get worshipped as God, okay? So do your research. It's all right there. It's hurry.hopto.org. HOPTO. So HURRY.HOPTO.org. And there's another link for that. It's it.stuns.org. it.stuns.org. And also another one where you can, instead of putting it, you put SOS. All right? And, beyond all that, guys, that'll lead you to new social networks that are uncensored, that'll allow you to record your chats and chat rooms that are attached, and share your screens and share videos in these chats and take turns raising your hand to talk and really address the whole population of the entire existence together right now and be seen at the top of the pages on these social networks. There's just multiple, it's plural, in the new talks or the new posts area, so anyone worldwide or anywhere can see what you're posting in order of the time that it was posted. You don't even need an account, but I advise that you make a free account. You never need any money for these social networks. And beyond these social networks, we have a new backup economy and a new game. See, this money is our money, and we make it. And we call it money because we say what we want to call it. With antinomous multivalent intelligence, with truth, we say, hey, it's real money. And we can attach any value we want. We can create new value. We can draw a picture. We can write something. We can take some files that we have that are valuable, and we can attach it to this money. And we can print out this money, a voucher that represents, or allows you to scan or type in the voucher number or cash code, cash with a K, to get this money and to be led to the files that are uploaded on the system right there for you. So this money is now customizable, collectible, and printable. So you can confirm it. It's called confirmational currencies. You can create your own currency systems right now. You can create what's called a time bank or a Let's community currency system. And this LETS system mixed with the time bank will allow you to create time backed off of your time, based on your time in real life, and trade that in your little system, your little marketplace, your listings area on the website, your app, or in real life, in a farmer's market or whatever you'd call it, people's market. You'd be able to trade that time for other people's services in real life, their time, or for cash with a K, or another kind of money, Bitcoin, crypto, PayPal, Cash App, you name it. So this new system called Cash Connect at cashconnect.com, cash with a K, KASHCONNECT.com, will help to liberate and save you all from total tyranny and satanic Luciferian Antichrist control via, the economical systems and the new microchips they're coming out with the CBDC and the other one, both on their blockchain, that they want to, connect you with the supercomputer that it's connected with as well. So track you around, control your finances, give you social credit like China, and even take that to the next levels. So if you want to live in a dystopian nightmare in a hell on earth and call the devil God and his son your savior, go right ahead. But, his son might not even be another being. It might be himself incarnated, as they say in the other stories. But hey, what really matters is not Lucifer, not Satan, is our freedom and our ability to co-create in this reality and create our own systems like Cash Connect. And I fully advise that you do create your own systems using the Cyclos banking platform or whatever platform you'd like to use, or create your own platform based on the listings page, the marketplace specifically of CashConnect.com and its currencies, specifically time, cash, and the third currency, change, which is connected with and is for specifically what we call the Change the World Challenge. So, TCWC, hashtag, or hashtag Change the World Challenge. So, with that being said, if we see you changing the world with anything, any videos like this, any public service announcements, you're repping Cash Connect, you're repping Cash Maps, Cash with a K, KASHMAPS.com, where you'll find millions or billions of dollars in cash for free for you all right now in a game like Pokemon Go, where you can either click on it or you can go meet up with others and find it and compete for it right now. Free money for the whole world. Now you can take that cash, go to CashConnect.com with your free Cash Connect account after you get $100 for free just for joining. And if you put who sent you or who referred you or, whatever in there, you put Dev or Devin with an I, just put my name in there. Just say the guy from TikTok, the guy from Facebook, that guy. Just put that guy if you don't remember my name. Okay? The guy. You get $1,000 plus the $100. So you get $1,100 in cash, and you have access to cashmaps.com right now, which is more and more real money to people that accept it as real money, because it's actually more valuable than the money we have now worldwide, all of them. And the new blockchain currencies that will totally enslave you and your children. So the Antichrist, the devil, the God of this world. And the systems, the beast system that they want to connect you with. The supercomputer with artificial intelligence to read your thoughts, see out of your eyes, hear out of your ears, manipulate you in your sleep at night, and slowly possess you with neurolinguistic programming, hypnosis, mind control techniques, weaponized psychology, sleight-of-mouth tactics, in news, in politics, in advertisements, in movies, in TV shows, in music videos, in the education system, and everywhere they can to program you, condition you, and your children. Okay, that's what it's all about. Total takeover, total enslavement, total slavery, total possession, demonically, satanically, Luciferian Antichrist takeover. That's what it's been. That's what's called the New World Order. The NWO equals that. That equals the NWO. And that's the United Nations. That's the Galactic Federation of False Light with Lucifer, Sanat Kumara, Satan, or his son, Sananda, the Antichrist, whatever, deceiving everybody. And that's the Illuminati and the Freemasons, whether they know it or not, and the other secret societies, whether they know it or not, and that's the CIA, whether they know it or not, the FBI, whether they know it or not, the NSA, and all the government aspects, all the governments, especially the Chinese Communist Party, whether they know it or not. Communism equals Satanism, guys, equals devilry and tyranny, all mixed together with slavery for you and your children. It's Nazism. Let's be real. All right? So this is the truth, and there's some backup systems. You can take that cash at cashmaps.com. All right? And if they ask who I am, I'm the guy that did all this that they didn't do, that they failed to do while they were committing treason, violating their oaths, working for the devil, the God of this world. See 2 Corinthians 4:4, that one Bible verse gives you more power than they will ever have again if they continue. See? Here we are. So I'm that guy. I'm the guy that exposed them all, a federal witness in a safe house right now. I'm that guy. I'm a secret agent, man. I'm a man of mystery. Life path number 33, September 21st, 1992, ENFP, Myers-Briggs. Add that up, go ahead and research me. You don't have to know me personally to know me personally like that now. go ahead and search me on Google. Okay, ask an AI about me. You want to talk to my AI? It's not me as an AI. I just created a character AI with some information that I put in there about me. But, it's dev.getnls.com or tinyurl.com/devdivine, DEVDEVINE AI, or Devin Divine AI, or ai.getnls.com. And that's nls.com or getnls.com for Get Next Level Services, and which you can get right now for free anytime. First-time clients get free Next Level Services where I use my Genius Intelligence, which I just proved I have, and artificial intelligence that is separate from me, not connected with my brain because I'm not an idiot, to help you out. To take you, your life, your business, your product, your service, taking life to next levels, your Change the World Challenge idea, your currencies that you can customize and attach whatever you want to advertise yourself, your business, your life, any idea that you want to change the world with, to the next levels. So that's completely free for the first time, and I'll also pay you $1,000 of cash on CashConnect.com, an additional $1,000. So what I'm doing is I'm hiring people to contribute or spread out cash to the population, to spread the word about Cash Maps, the game where you can get some game money, some game currency, and you can play the sick little game of life here on planet Earth and do a lot better than you ever do with their game that they're playing, rigging it on you, controlling the money. And the new money makes your money now 55 times less valuable. So your dollar is, you're going to need $55 or more as time passes. Remember inflation and all that bullshit they shove up your asses. You're going to need 55 of those dollars to get one bottle of water or something. If you're lucky, if a bottle of water is $1. Remember, they're going to raise the prices of everything too. It's going to be like $500 for a fucking cooked chicken one day. Watch out. And don't forget your dollars. You're going to need 55 of them dollars to have one of their dollars. So they totally enslave you and your children, see? Bit by bit, more and more, slow and steady wins the race for these reptiles. And, Trojan horse after Trojan horse after Trojan horse after Trojan horse with a little FBI counterintelligence, to make you think everything's the opposite. It's opposite day every day now. The good is evil and evil is good. The people that speak the truth, they're the idiots. Don't listen to them and their conspiracy theories. No, listen to all this treacherous sellout Satanists, taking your kids underground and shit for their fake paper money. Listen to them. They're intelligent. They know what they're doing. Okay, they got it all handled. They've always had it handled all throughout time. See, look at all the holy wars and the Holocaust and the genocides and all the famines and all the other stuff. It was great, right? They had it handled the whole time, didn't they? They did a good job. Pat them on the back. Give them a high five, all of them. Thank them right now for all the fluoridation and all the chlorine and all the sucralose and all the sugar poison in your food and water and all the chemtrails. God only knows what's in there. Probably metals so that they can vamp up the electromagnetic microwave radiation from the 5G, 6G, 7G, using your body as energy, to just fucking, what happens when you put metal in the microwave, guys. Or just, connect to the quantum supercomputer, connecting all things, huh? And just totally enslave you if you make it, if you don't die off. It's your survival of the strongest or some shit, whatever. So genocide, Nancy Pelosi's bragging about it. When we finally kill off you and your children, we'll finally have clean air and water. As if they weren't the ones that fucking polluted it like we just proved, right? And how are you and your children going to enjoy the clean air and water if you're dead? Oh, sorry, unalived. We can't say that anymore. You're unalived. Alright? You're no longer physically present in your physical form. We can't see you anymore with our limited senses and our capped off 2-strand DNA. So that the overlords can keep us at bay and under their control. So Lucifer wouldn't have us as equals. So fucking banish his ass, or vanquish him, or lock him up, get him some help, or whatever he needs, So Satan couldn't get his intervention all these years. For thousands or millions of years, he played God in his higher heavens because we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but wickedness in heavenly places, meaning that there's some idiots up there that still think they're holy angels and the divine creations of the one true divine God, worshiping a false God up there right now then, huh? Wow! Holy shit, huh? Am I the guy that just made you all really think about what that all means and actually connect all the dots and think through it enough to see that that's what it means? Maybe the angels even don't get it still. Maybe they're still up there in those false heavens thinking that they're in the real heaven right now with the real God. They still didn't get the message. That's what the Bible says, right? Or maybe we've been deceived. Uh-oh, SOS then. All of reality's corrupted. It's all compromised. Which way are we going with it? Then you're against Christ and stuff? You're antichrist, you're Satan's going against the Bible. Uh-oh, everything's set up. It's rigged, see? I exposed that it is. You need some money to survive. Don't get that money. It's the devil's money. You're going to burn in hell, probably. What are you going to do then? Don't live. You're supporting the devil's kingdom and your flesh and blood 666 life form. How dare you? You beast image. Man in the image of them, not real God. Them, Elohim. Elohim. Elo, Satan, Saturn. El, the demiurge. Samael. Right? El. L-A-L-L-L-L-L. Right? Isis Rael. So if that ain't it, what is it? Correct me in the comments. Let's see all the contradicting beliefs now that you all have, from all the contradicting narratives, from all the brainwashing and indoctrination, and telling you have the freedom to be deceived whatever way you want, as long as you don't speak the truth and tell people about it, that it's all deceptions, then you'll be fine. If you do, you'll be persecuted and tortured until the day you die. Just like me. And all these hundreds of millions of other targeted individuals, celebrities, government whistleblowers, soldier veterans, and you name it. All around you that are too scared to talk about a lot of them because, look at you, attack them, persecute them more, call them crazy, and get them locked up in mental institutions or make them kill themselves, just like the force of evil wanted them to do. While they, frame them for not being the victims that they are and say they were just unhinged or mentally incapable of living on. Well, they did some shit and they had to kill themselves because they were so damn guilty. See, we told you they were guilty. That's why we were saying all that stuff for all those years until they finally gave up and killed themselves. That's why we had you gang stalk them around with our gang stalking counterintelligence operations with InfoGod, the FBI, and the CIA with the MK Ultra in their heads at night. And all day, with voice of God weapons, synthetic telepathy, biocommunication technologies, brain-computer interfaces, quantum supercomputers, and artificial intelligence. What do you think's going on, guys? TargetingExposed.com. So it's all connected with the hurry.hop2.org or itstuns.org, sos.stuns.org link. It's right there. The targetingexposed.com document, that one-page document, is part of the 8-page power flyer. The truth leaks right there with reality exposed or reality revealed for you. Okay, or re-revealed in a whole new kind of way. It's right there. You have the power to be actual, real-life superheroes right here and now. And there's 2 movies, 2 documentary films attached there as well. And I want to apologize beforehand for the Sound of Freedom 2, aka Real Life the Movie, or the Real Life Movie. And we just named it the Sound of Freedom 2 for publicity. You can call it TOO if you'd like. And to kind of shove it up Satanic Disney's ass because they bought the Sound of Freedom. Long time before it got released. Probably manipulated and all that stuff. So, that Sound of Freedom 2... the number 2 or TOO, depending on, suing or not suing, and all that stuff. So check it out. I advise that you slow the movie down, because I sped it up. I sped it up a little bit. I know I was a little speddy to do that. I'm special needs a little bit, guys, by the way. So I could say that. But, I know. I apologize. Just half it, or, 0.75 it, or whatever you got to do. Slow it down, and slow yourself down, chill out, and re-watch it, re-listen to it, and you'll learn a lot. That's more than your governments have been doing, investigating. Who? Brown people in other countries? You and your children as potential terrorists because you know too much about the crimes they commit or take part in, helping to cover up every day? You got a terrorist watch list because you know too much now? Because they poison everyone with fluoride and they don't want to get sued by everyone or just one person for more money than they actually have of value? Look at all the motives. Look, if I just tried to sue for sugar, chlorine and fluoride, and my persecution. Add it all up, just one guy, all these years from childhood on. Attempted murder by getting me to kill myself or trying to. I almost jumped off a building. I almost slit my wrists. I almost did a whole bunch of stuff years ago. You know why? Because I fell for their shit. Because they were talking to me, torturing me, following me around with people, high, buy, and die on their license plates, one after the other. Talking to me, saying, that's the guy. We're agents, CIA, FBI, the government. Everywhere I fucking go. You know, spreading rumors, talking shit, trying to get me to kill myself. Alright? Join the club. We're everywhere. Masonic emblems all over the fucking place, throwing up the devil horns, fucking doing the peace sign, and fucking, you know, doing the slit throat, and the fucking covering their mouth, and the shush over their mouth, staring directly at me, driving by everywhere I fucking go, guys. Alright? I'm not schizophrenic. And you know what? The fucking schizophrenia is like, what, 1% or less of the population? Why are there hundreds of millions of people every generation saying that this is happening to them? Mostly celebrities, public officials, whistleblowers, and people that help to do this shit to people themselves with these technologies and clandestine psychological spiritual warfare operations. Why, when people expose these crimes against humanity and this pure evil devilry, do they become targeted individuals? Terrorists on a watch list. And now all of a sudden, oh, they weren't crazy before, working for the fucking scumbags, doing this to people, making them look and sound crazy. But now they are, because they talked the truth about the evils. Because they didn't decide to hear no evil, speak no evil, or see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil anymore. They didn't decide that ignorance is bliss no more. No. They decided that they were going to have a conscience, a mind, a heart, a soul, a spirit, be a child of real God, not of Satan, not of the corporations, not of the shit of this world, of this system, this matrix, this loosh farm, prison planet, worldwide plantation. No, they decided to have some common sense, and beyond that, uncommon sense, knowledge, wisdom, guidance. They follow their intuition, not just their senses. See the Myers-Briggs? You're an S or an N type. N or S, which one? Do you go off your intuition, God in you? Or do you go off your senses and what they tell you to do? Which one? Because I'm a person that goes off the intuition. So I'll tell you, I believe you're much better off doing that, and I believe that's unbiased too. I don't think that's just because. You know, I go off my senses as well. Nobody's just one way or another pretty much. You know, you're just leaning towards one or the other, and that tells the government and your employees how they can manipulate you and what they can know about you. You know, how you think, how you feel. If you think or you feel. If you're a thinker or a feeler, see? Literally, T or F. F or T. Are you going to do what you think they tell you to do is right? Are you going to do that? Are you going to think what's right is what they tell you to do is right? Or are you going to think what you feel is right is right? Or are you going to feel what's right? You feel what you know is right is right. You're going to think what they say is right, or you're going to feel that you know what you feel is right, that contradicts it usually. Which one? They're looking for the thinkers. The ones that'll, sir, yes, sir! Anything you say, sir! They're the thinkers usually. Because feelers usually don't want to do that. And if there's a feeler in there, if there's an intuitive in there, if there's a perceiver that goes off of their own perception instead of other people's judgments, well, they're probably going to keep a close eye on you. And Lucifer's, Horus, Ra, is going to keep us all seeing eye on you. Whether you're in the government, the military, the police, you know, you're just walking around, no matter who you are. Even if you're a fucking Freemason Illuminati member. Even if you sell your damn soul. He's going to keep a good eye on you. Because he knows no matter what, you care. You feel more than you think. Okay? You're more intuitive than your senses. Right? So you're going to, God's going to be helping you see beyond all the mirages and the smoke and mirrors and the lies. Your intuition, right? All that gut feeling that you said, that you had. Oh my God, every time something happened, you admit it, there's God. Or you believe it. You know, thank God when you made it, right? All those times you had that feeling, Don't do this or do this. And it was always right whether you did it or not, whether you listened or not. It was right. You got to accept it. It was right. How did it know? It wasn't you. It wasn't your higher self because you didn't listen to it sometimes and you knew it was right. And you didn't listen, right? Or maybe it's something else. I don't know. Maybe it's God working through your higher self and that's your intuition. Or maybe God's your intuition. I don't know. The Spirit, the Holy Spirit, that's what they call God. That's what they call that. So they say the Holy Spirit's in you, right? That's what Christianity says. How about all the other religions? How about the Native Americans? The great invisible spirit. How about the Hindus? Brahman. The ultimate truth, the spirit of life itself. The ineffable source, spiritual God. Where everyone comes from. And everything in life itself. Right? All these different teachings. It's all right there. That's where the elements apparently come from. Spirit over mind over matter. So somebody with their mind, with their consciousness, took the Spirit of God, took the energy, manipulated it, created elements, and then put us in the elements, made us out of the elements or our bodies, and then, created the planet and all this stuff. That's what happened. That's scientifically, self-evidently proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. That must be the truth. There's no other way for this to be. It didn't just happen on its own. It's impossible. But I'm not saying that the creators or the creator God is the one true God. No, they're saying that he's not. That this creation is more of a creation of a soul God or life itself. Or the creators, creator, whatever. So, it's antinomous and multivalent though. I'm not shaming completely the creators, the creator. It's not a hell right here. I mean, technically it's a hell, but it's a heavenly hell. Or it's a hellish heaven. Whatever you want to call this place. It's a Hallmark snuff film. Alright? You look underground, or you know what's going on underground, and you know it's not so Hallmarky. It's not so much of a Lifetime movie. It's not so pretty and beautiful. Okay? And even their butterflies are usually MK Ultra Monarch programmed sex kitten, sex slave butterflies. And their rainbows are upside down Lucifer gay pride rainbows, inverting the chakra colors. And their daisies are like sunflowers in disguise, representing the Antichrist sun god. So, don't fall for it, guys. There's lions and tigers and bears, oh my. But they're not the problem. They're still the spiritual consciousness of the one true God, just like you, trapped in the same situation. So go easy on them. It's not their fault they're stuck in those lions and tigers and bear bodies. Just like it's not your fault you're stuck in a human form or whatever form you're in. Whose fault is that? Who pretended to be God that we know isn't right now? Who's not omnipresent? Who's not omnipotent? Who's not omniscient, omnibenevolent, and omnisentient? Who's not all those things with no beginning, no end, no father, no mother, no creator or creation? Who? I don't think any of the primordial beings, I don't think any of the Anunnaki, I don't think any of the Titans, any of the overlords, any of the beings up in the higher dimensions, any of the ascended masters, I don't think Anu, Enki, Enlil, Brahma, Vishnu, Krishna, who was Vishnu, or Shiva, they're not God. It's proven facts. Alright? So there you go. Let me be the one, that guy, the anomaly. The one you were waiting for. I'm not Christ. I'm not Krishna. I'm not Vishnu. I'm not a false god. I'm not a pretender. I'm not the Antichrist. I'm not the same being or another being that they use to go against, or a whole bunch of different beings to go against him to fuel the idea that their Christ is the real son of the real God. No, I'm not. I don't rig reality and damn you or not damn you either way, but damn you either way technically, because you'll never be with real God or real Christ, or the image that they, portrayed Christ to be, because we know it's true. See? Do your research. These Hindu gods are not God. These Buddhist gods are not God. these Roman gods, these Greek gods, these Assyrian gods, these Babylonian gods, these Anunnaki gods, these Elohim gods, these dogma gods are not the gods. And why do you think they call them dogmas? Because they work for, or are themselves, images, inventions, deceptions from the top dog, Satan, and the false mother of, the queen of false heaven, okay? Semiramis, Lilith, Isis, all right? Sophia, and the false Christ, Christ and Sophia, Lucifer and Lilith, Horus and Isis, Nimrod and Semiramis. That's what it always was. You want to play Jesus and Mary, corrupt the story for themselves to be worshipped in that manner. They want to corrupt everything with their Baphomet image, which is satanic, disgusting, combining all their corruptions in one abominable image. Okay? That's what's going on here on planet Earth in real life. You're living it. You want to perceive life as like a real life movie like Truman Show or The Matrix or something? Inception, They Live, Strange Days, watch that one. Strange Days. That's what they do from a distance now. Strange Days. Strange Days. Metropia from a distance. That is from a distance. Strange Days and Metropia, combine the movies. Metropia is free online, by the way. It's a black and white film, but it's a great film. Right? It's kind of like my life. I'm that guy. Only I didn't blow up the shit like that. I'm blowing it up like this instead with the truth. So here I am, blowing it up. Alright? We're on Simba, fucking Lucifer, sorry for my language, Pride Rock. Empty Pride Rock. And Mufasa, his dad, is El Saturn Satan. And it was satanic Disney programming. And they're basically Jafar. They're basically Scar at the same time. Creating a fictitious villain to throw you off. No, worship the Son. The Son of the God. The true Lord King. The true Savior, hero. The true Father and Son, eh? But Disney satanic. It's what's called Illuminati satanic monarch programming. Luciferian conditioning. And so is every happy ever after Disney fairy tale with a princess. All that is monarch, beta, sex, kitten programming. Butterfly programming. For your little daughters to become little whores. So always be looking for Mr. Right, for the soulmate, so that the devil in them, and in Mr. Right fucking them, can experience all that. That's the one. Do it. Suck his dick. Get some cock. Come on. Sorry for my language. Or that's the one. Go and have sex with her. Ruin her life. Feel like a real man. While daddy's in you. While the Antichrist spirit is in you. While there's some demons in you. While there's some spirits while you're drunk in you. You got like the Truman Show going on. The whole universe is in you, right? Just helped to fuel this fictitious facade. Look at all the women pimping themselves out. Competing to be the sexiest satanic beast monster whore. Who's the sexiest animal on planet Earth? You. Who's the sexiest biological robot slave? You. And the demons can't wait to have some. Those rapists, those traffickers, those brain hackers that can go in your dreams at night and fuck you to death in hell can't wait to get some of that ass. Compete for it. Compete for that liberty. For that gift. For that blessing bestowed upon you from them, your overlords. Your Illuminati overlords that you guys 666 throw it up and support. Get that money. Money over bitches. Yeah, even the women support that. Yeah, fuck these bitches. I know, I'm one. Fuck them all. Get your money. Me too. I'm gonna become a dude. I'm gonna get a cock and say the same thing one day. Don't worry. I'm with you. Just taking my testosterone. You know, being a man doesn't make you what you think is, being a man. You know that? There are women here more manly than men. And it's not about being a man. Because what about being a woman too? Being a real woman, being a real man ain't about being the human being. It really ain't. It ain't about being the flesh and blood form. It ain't about being the biological vehicle that you think you are or thought you were all this time. It's about being a real spiritual, higher intelligent mental being. It's about being aware, consciously aware, in the know. So you can help to defend yourself or other people that defend you as well. To train and brief them to fight against these forces of evil. Trying to totally enslave them and their children forever and ever. Take your soul in the worst kinds of ways, basically. No big deal. Ignorance is bliss, right? See no evil, hear no evil, speak of no evil, guys. And that can just keep going on. And you'll be forever doomed. Right? Just don't think about it. That's exactly what they wanted. They tricked you into supporting your own death and doom. Not even thinking about it. Don't think about it yet. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Just remain ignorant. It doesn't matter. Don't look into it. Nah, you're just dead and doomed. You're dead inside already, partially, if not basically wholly. And you're doomed. Already. Right now. You're in the state of doom. It's your fate. It's your destiny to be doomed. You're stuck on a Pride Rock planet. Calcifying your pineal gland. Consuming all that sugar. Turning yourself into a biological robot forever. Until you transhumanize and become an actual robot, if they let you live. You know what I mean? That's just the truth. It's the fugly truth, guys. The fugly truth. There's a movie, I think it's called The Fugly Truth. Something like that. And there's a little show in there, a little talk show, where they give people the fugly truth and they love it. It's the #1 show. It's the fugly truth. Everyone loves it. That's what they've been trying to convince people of. What's so blatantly obvious all this time. And some guy's saying it right now. Wow. It's great. We love it. Stick it up your asses, haters. You ignorance is bliss morons being killed off and doomed, unalive, sorry. How many millions or billions feel that way right now? They're like, yes, thank you for saying all this, man. Thank you for saying what sounded crazy, what we didn't want to say. Because we didn't want to get attacked by the idiots around us. We didn't want to get slandered and framed by them like, they work for the devil himself or something. Get persecuted. Because we speak too much of the truth that hurts their feelings or some shit. They're scared of it. Or they don't want to admit they were wrong all these years because a lot of them are narcissistic and egotistical. And they have to be right. They have to feel like they're in control. And they don't want to admit that they were wrong to all the people around them. That may have, led down a dark path or, disled in some kind of way or disinformed, misinformed. Not disinformed because if they didn't know about it, they didn't really lie if they didn't know. They just were wrong. So it's one thing to be wrong. It's another thing to be a liar. So the more you deny this truth, the more you're going to look like you're liars, huh? So here's my advice. Don't. Because people around you know there's evil all around them. And in higher realms above them, in the fourth dimension and beyond. The astral realm, as they say. The other side, the upside down, like Stranger Things, right? And they're feeding off your life force energy beyond your senses. And we don't want to allow you to get in the way of dealing with them. Okay? So, if you go ahead and pretend like there's none of that, and call anyone crazy that says there is, then you're doing what they're doing, and what people they literally pay money and give stuff to do, you're doing what they're doing. countering intelligence, attacking the people speaking the truth in this spiritual and psychological and informational war for our souls. So people are going to assume that you're evil more and more, aren't they? And can you blame them? You're getting in the way. You're technically guilty of treason. So, here's a warning for you. This is some help. Stop it. Get some help. Get some more help. Just like Michael Jordan said. I was quoting him when I said that. That's why it sounded like that. Stop it. Get some help. If you're doing drugs, stop it. Lies are drugs. They're the worst drugs, I think. Lies and money, currencies, aside from Cash Connect. That's a good currency. But, it's not cool, guys. Lies are bad. They're evil, really. And they ruin all of life. Not just everyone's lives in general inside of life. So, let's stop lying. Let's stop playing pretend. Let's stop using accents and personas. Let's stop it, guys. Let's grow up. Being a real man and a real woman ain't about how much money you have, or how much stuff you got. That just says, look, you wasted all your time when you should have been learning the truth about life, the meanings of life, speaking and preaching the truth for other people, helping to save their lives, liberate and free them, their minds, or liberate or free their minds, and them spiritually, right? You could have been building up things in the higher realms, the heavenly realms. You could have been leaving your body and flying around and going in higher dimensions instead of wasting your time in a cubicle or whatever else you were doing. You could have been coming up with ideas like this. You could have got some next level services, started your own business, created your own product, your own invention, started a service for people, and probably made a lot more money, a lot easier and a lot faster. And even be able to work from home or anywhere, and even on a beach, sipping a colada or something, or pina colada, drinking some alcohol. But be careful for those spirits, right? Hey, you can do that right now. GetNLS.com. And if you want some spiritual advice, I'll give you that as well for free. And see hurry.hop2.org or it.stuns.org, okay? It's right there waiting for you guys. All the stuff that I just said, backed up and proven, is right there waiting for you. Power, more power than the governments and the rulers of this dark world, the false gods, technically, antinomously, multivalently, is right there waiting for you. What I call the fountain of intelligence, the fountain of knowledge, wisdom, truth, the fountain of possibilities, choices, of hope, of more freedom, of potential salvation more and more for people, the fountain of liberation more and more, of truth. It's right there waiting for you. Facebook.com/multivalentintelligence is basically that all on its own. Or just one term or one word. Antinomous multivalence-ness. I added the ness there to make it more of a better one word, with a little dash in between antinomous and multivalence-ness, making it literally one word, which I believe is the most powerful word that ever existed, because it references all other words, or one of the most powerful words that ever existed. Sorry, let me rephrase that. That references all other words, especially the most powerful words in existence. It references every single who, what, when, where, why, and how, every truth and untruth beyond subjectively, but that too. Self-evidently proven facts. Beyond theories, with theorems, mathematically and beyond mathematically, proving and disproving all things literally, more and more as time passes beyond time and space. That's one word. I invented it. And I got that, I believe, from God, so I thank God for it. I got that from my intuition, from a spiritual experience when I did dimethyltryptamine, what's called the spirit molecule, remember, spirit over mind over matter, DMT. I extracted it from a plant years ago, beyond the statute of limitations time. And remember, it's synthesized in that pineal gland they're turning into a cyst to later remove it. Naturally. Yeah. Melatonin converts into serotonin normally in the sunlight, but in complete darkness, in a dark room retreat, it turns into pinoline or pinoline, like the pine cone, the pineal gland, like the Pope's staff, representing how he's the owner of all your souls, basically, or the keeper. And, that pine cone outside with the two sides, the peacock and the bird, Lucifer, the peacock angel, or Satan, Sanat Kumara, the god of earth, who 2 Corinthians exposes, right? No big deal, just some Luciferianism, Satanism right in your faces. And don't forget that thing right behind his throne. And don't forget the snake everywhere-ness, right in that cathedral, whatever that is, with the teeth and the tongue and the eyes and the scales, right? Right on the stage, see? Right above it. So, the Vatican's clearly that. The crown is the Rh negative fallen angelic bloodline, and that doesn't mean everyone that's a human that has Rh negative bloodline is, evil, but they are going after them, gang stalking them, trying to initiate them into the Luciferian covenant, which is basically a vampire coven. Right? So they call it the Christ covenant. They call it the Jesus covenant or coven. They call it, drinking the blood and the flesh, and, the body is one, the law of one, Ra, the Antichrist, Tammuz, Horus, Nimrod. They have all these different programming, these cult-like brainwashing things that they use with the checkerboard on the, the Freemasonic lodges to reinforce everything's one way or the other, and we'll tell you what it is. We're the light, and we're the dark, and we'll be everything to you, okay? You're nothing without us. That's it, bitch. Right? You think how we tell you to think, okay? Our Jesus is the one true God's Son and the God himself, and you better worship him or we're going to burn you in hell for all of eternity because we love you unconditionally. That makes sense, huh? When they themselves, back in the day, called him out for being Beelzebub or casting out spirits by Beelzebub, right? Or Baal, being the one they are, huh? So they accused him of being themselves, the people they work for, the guy they work for. What do you think of that? Who took his image himself? Or they claim was him. Or worked by him. Right? Just like they do with me, and just like they do with all these other people here. Oh yeah, me. Calling me Jesus incarnated. Calling me Christ incarnated. All over the internet. And off of it. And then, right afterwards, and I didn't go along with that. I didn't even know about it. Until after they started calling me Antichrist. They're trying to frame me for being the Antichrist. Trying to set me up because I know that much. That they want to set me up to not be listened to by anybody. To be attacked by everybody. To be feared by everyone. Or to be seen as evil. To be worshipped by everybody. That they see as evil that want to worship the Antichrist. So that they would be set up after they kill me off. Burn me in hell for all of eternity. They'd be set up to worship them. Or themselves be burned in hell for all of eternity so they can jack their souls and make it look legitimate using me as their way to do it. With all the other people like Donald Trump, he's the Antichrist too, right? How about Obama? He's the Antichrist too, right? And the Pope and the King. Who else is the Antichrist? Who's coming back? Now I'll tell you who the fucking Antichrist is. It's Ra, a.k.a. Nimrod, a.k.a. Horus, a.k.a. Apollo, a.k.a. Lucifer, a.k.a. Sananda Kumara of the Galactic Federation of False Light with the United Nations ushered in their demonic, satanic Antichrist New World Order to microchip you and doom your asses, to alter your DNA and put nanotechnology that connects you to their beast supercomputer, their quantum supercomputer, with their quantum financial system that they'll directly connect into your DNA or into you. Make it a part of you. Make it a part of your body. So they own you. You're not a child of God anymore. Now you're their property. Legally. On paper. In the courts. They own you. They own you in the Vatican. In the Sestigate Vice 1666-1666 Act. That says you're lost at sea. You're in the primordial waters here. You're on a floating planet. You're lost. You were birthed through your mother's birth canal. And you came in here. You're just a lost soul in a ship. In a relationship with the devil, the god of this world. with the Vatican, who claimed your souls as ecclesiastical property, with the state or federal government that claimed your body as their cargo or their property that they own, that you're the registered keeper of, or the owner, the registered owner of, but they're the real owners above you. They own your souls. So you own your body, but they own you. But you're a spirit of the one true God. You're not even just your soul. You're spirit over them. Spirit over mind, over their material matrix, over their creation, over all DNA, over all the elements. You are the combined element to beyond the combined elements, the highest element, which is beyond elements, technically, antinomously, multivalently. You are spirit. You are the spirit, the life force energy, the real light, and the darkness, or beyond darkness, there's no darkness to God, of God. You are the real, and they're the fake, they're the phonies, they're the false gods, they're the parasites that feed on that energy, but have to turn it into low vibrational, louche, negative energy, aka with, making you afraid, making you depressed, giving you anxiety, making you feel unfulfilled while you fight like us every day to change the world, but they make sure you can't or don't. By controlling everyone and all their thoughts around you, controlling every fucking thing they can, every way they can, more and more, right? It's just that and everything else. It's not a theory. None of this is. These are theorems. This is one big theorem, connecting facts that are self-evident. They're commonly accepted facts together. So you can add on more facts and lies to prove and disprove all that you can right here and now, and more as time passes. You have the power to do that, to be actual superheroes, to be saviors by the definitions right now, with the only true Messiah within you, the only true Savior, the only true hero, not no false shepherd, not no Christ/Antichrist, not no false image that they can't measure up to, so they have to attack anyone better than them or that looks better than them. Not no false god, devil, demon, parasite, vampire. No. What you got to do now is wake up to the fact that you have more power and dominion than them, those snakes, on this plane of existence and all the others that they're on. So you got to work together to be actual superheroes. Don't fall for that Antichrist superhero bullshit. They made the Antichrist the good guy and called Christ the son of Satan, because they pointed their finger at the Vatican and the Jesuit order, the Society of Jesus, the bad guys, the evil ones, and said, look, they're the Jesus, they're the Lucifer, they're the Christ, they're the God, attack. They deceived us all along. If you're good, if not, we'll work for them. Or, if you're good, they'll make you think they're good. Work for them. You haven't found out yet. Or, vice versa. See, it goes 4 or more ways, all at the same time, all the time. It always has, and always will, until we be those superheroes in all those movies. Okay? We're not going to be antichrists. We're not going to be villains. No, they're the Antichrist. They're the false Christ simultaneously, because it's not just a checkerboard, black or white, one way or another at any given time. The being that they call Jesus Christ is the Antichrist simultaneously. Is to people Jesus Christ. They talk like he's Jesus Christ. They act like he's Jesus Christ. They live like he's Jesus Christ. They believe he's Jesus Christ. Or some of them know that he's not, but will still do all that. Or pretend to. Right? And they'll call anyone that goes against them or their Christ Antichrist, Satans, haters, sellouts, opposers, rebels, anything they can to cause everyone around you to see them doing that to you. So either way, whether they see through it or not, what are they going to do about those Nazis? What are they going to do about those antichrists, those Satans, those traitors, those deceivers, those manipulators, those gaslighters, those mind control programmers, or those puppet slaves that either A, knowingly and willingly do what they do, or B, don't know, and they're deceived themselves. Now, every time you say Jesus, whether you know it or not, it's not all light, it's not all the white, it's not all one side or the other. You actually help them. You help the Antichrist. You help all the Antichrist, all the false Jesuses, because you fuel that name and that image. You give it more power. But let me tell you, if you track it back fully, you'll see Krishna, you'll see Vishnu, you'll see Titans, you'll see Anunnaki, you'll see fallen angels, you'll see demons, you'll see archons, you'll see deceptions. Either way, no matter what you believe, it's a setup, a catch-22, a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation or situation scenario. Go for Christ and they'll call you Antichrist, because Christ is simultaneously the Son of the one true God to people, but also the son of Satan. Which one are you working for? Well, if you support the Vatican, you more work for the son of Satan, whether you know it or not. You fuel Catholicism, Luciferian Catholicism, Satanic Catholicism, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, the Society of Jesus, atheism, pantheism, solipsism, you name it, paganism, pagan Pan, Baphomet, Satan, son of Satan. You worship them. Apollo, Lucifer, you worship them then. And you help to hand over yourselves and your children and everyone else here to them, those demonic parasitic overlords that we were warned about by Christ and all the other beings, all the mythologies, all the creation stories, or, religions and all those things all throughout time that had that stuff in them. And it was just about all of them. They're the demons. They're the parasites. They're the interdimensional parasites, the interdimensional overlords. Okay? They're the principalities, the rulers of this dark world and beyond this world. That's it. Hands down, we know it is. We know it's it, because if they say, no, it's all lies, they just lied and made that up, who did? The evil liars that you say don't exist? See, they're caught in their lies either way, in their webs of lies, and there's nothing they can do about it. The forces of evil, the rulers of this world, are now exposed. Thank you for watching. Spread this message. Be beyond superheroes, supra-heroes. See the Supra Leaks. SupraLeaks.com. SupraLeaks.com. Beyond superheroes. All of you with them, with that super intelligence beyond intelligence, beyond wisdom, beyond plans, beyond exposure, beyond just some stuff. No, that's the fountain of everything, guys. That's the connecting link to everyone and everything, including God especially. Proof of God, proof of the soul, proof of the spirit. And like I said, the connecting link to all proof, things that are proven and disproven. Every who, what, when, where, why, and how, every truth and untruth beyond subjectively in that too. Okay? I am that incarnated. Hello, how you doing, guys? And remember, hell, oh. We want to get out of here, right? Every morning, we're mourning who and what, why, and how. We want to get out of here, right? Those of flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God. Who said that? Who said that before? How many? What says that? What says it? Beyond the Bible, though, what says it? Evil runs this world. Beyond religion, beyond politics, or all these, political people's opinions. What says it? Let me tell you, there's tons of theories about the fate of the universe, all these scientific theories. But let me tell you what just about all of them, if not literally every single one of them, all agree upon. The universe is fucking doomed. Doomed. And you are too if you stay in it. If you stay in this material universal creation, you will be doomed in it. Well, that's just what science is saying. The deep freeze, the big rip, 0 point heat death, add it up. Look them up. Galaxies expanding until you can't see them anymore, even with a telescope. Everything expanding. The universe. The speed of light. And you being stuck in time and space, or space and time, space, space-time, and flesh and blood, mass-full objects, where you could be spiritual heavenly beings or formless, beyond all form, beyond all dimensions, beyond all space and time, right here and now, literally, basically, or more, soon. They want to make sure you never do that. You never get out of here. And you're here to be a stupid slave bitch in the crowd to help fuel the confirmation bias that the god of this world, Satan, and his son Lucifer, the sun god Apollo, or whatever his name is, the Jesus Christ, the Roman Jesus, the Catholic Vatican Jesus, the Jesuit order, Illuminati Jesus, it's the true Son of God, their God and Son. So you worship them, okay? Just fuel that. Fuel it. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Just keep getting their paper money, pretending that you can't sue them for more money than they even have right now as one individual. For just what I mentioned in this one video. Go ahead. Maybe we can make a reality show about you and everyone else, and just reality itself now, and actually talk about real reality. Actually be really real. Let's try it, guys. Be the superheroes. Be the supra-heroes. Be the saviors, guys. Be the legends of life forever recorded in the Akashic records, they say. In your minds, they say, in your memories. In other people's. And in God's mind, the mind of God. In the spiritual consciousness, the collective consciousness, they say. In the universe, the omniverse. In the existence itself. Recording every thought. Every sensory experience that you have. Every second. From birth on. Okay? It's all right there. And you can see it anytime you want. You can go visit your Akashic records. Or visit that part of the spiritual consciousness of life itself, of God, where it houses it. It has all of that information, all the memories. And see every little detail. At any time. When you get there. When you're there, when you stop being ignorant, if you are. Hopefully you're not one of these people that I'm talking to. But either way, I'm talking to everybody. When you go beyond physicality, go beyond being a Hylic human, in your gross, material, doomed body, your animal, mortal, flesh and blood body, that which has been made mortal must be made immortal. That which has been made corrupt must be made incorrupt. Or corruptible must be made incorruptible. Be given a non-fleshly, heavenly, light body, or beyond that, right? Is that the real thing, though? Is that real God, or is that Lucifer? Giving you a fictitious heavenly light body to keep you in the 5th dimension or another lower dimension so that you can never get to the real higher dimensions, the real God. We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to debate about it. TruthTalksChats.com, TruthTalksForum.com, F-O-R-U-M, TruthTalksForum.com, OperationGuaranteed.com. 2 social networks and some chat rooms for y'all that are recordable to finally change the world. Change all of reality yourselves by proving and disproving things. Doing what no one was ever intelligent enough to do in all of life's time. Just that. The one thing we needed to do. The one think. Prove and disprove all that we can to expose the crimes, the lies, the deceptions, the evils of this world and the forces of evil that control it, to defend ourselves and the children, to save them all from underground, deep underground military bases and all that other stuff right here, right now. Stop, destroy the FEMA camps, the death concentration camps, stop them from killing us off, and be ready to ascend on out of here or go back to formlessness, to the heavenly realms of the one true God, to the All. To the Almighty. The Alpha and the Omega, the true source God. So, here we are. Let's do this. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Share this video. And recruit others to do it as well. Hurry.hop2.org. Check it out.